must be given to the will of every creature.
We
Each
are
fish in the
going to
ocean.
do this quest.
Swims in its own direction.
I'm not so sure, but I think that's TIGHNARI's Story Quest? Catherine, why are you busy? No, it's not. She would talk if it would be a story quest, right? Well, I talk to you again.
Traveler,
Ah, there you go.
you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance. It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated.
Contaminated by you, Catherine?
You mean a new...
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who... The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, that's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading.
This is forest business.
Ah, so it is
Maybe
TIGHNARI's
TIGHNARI will know
Story
something.
Quest. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna take care of that one first. The unanswerable problem.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you
Excuse me, we
two.
were just there. What happened?
Catherine, do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this
Academia's
afternoon
academic-
and recite a love poem on stage.
Academicus.
Wait,
And if possible, please also
Oh my
use
God,
your
why did we
camera to
ask for a
capture the
commission?
reaction of the audience upon finishing the...
what kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not injured. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphan...
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Oh my God, she's a fangirl.
Was it so
No.
obvious?
No,
I was
it's
hoping
Nahida.
you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by. Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did... From when she said... Ad Astra Abysask? So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival, except it was in my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
No, that
They
will
danced
happen one day,
round
don't
and
worry.
round, and everyone
It
looked
won't stay a
really happy.
dream.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus festival
Yeah,
really should
it
be.
will be.
It's meant to be a joyous time where Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to... By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we... Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsulf's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and... Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the... So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we
Just
should pull
arrest
that
him.
off, let's discuss it somewhere else. Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers.
No. It's like, where the heck is this Catherine? She was always there. Like, bro, where is she? I want to give my commission. What the fuck? Yes, Tighnari. Hello.
This is where you've been, Tighnari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Too late.
Tighnari, everything's... Am I going to die?
Oh my god, the boy is feeling like on a roller coaster.
Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And
So
tell
dramatic.
Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore.
No, you're not gonna die.
Tighnari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die.
What happened?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest.
Oh
You'll be
my god,
bouncing
this
off the
boy
walls
is
in no
developing a man fever already. Or how do you say that? Man flu.
Really? Then can you keep...
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to...
Yeah, you tell him, Tighnari.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you...
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. It's different from before.
You should listen
I
to
got
your
lost
parents.
and went around in a huge... After I got out,
Could it be?
Yes.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for...
Yes, Tighnari.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher?
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help a small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splat. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate. So I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Nice hair color, man.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, the only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly.
As you wish, dear Tighnari.
Hello, mister. You have some dried leaves?
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old, our caravans had to pull together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just...
Like,
the
how
thief
dare you get
disappeared into
robbed
the
and don't
deepest
do
parts of
anything
the
about it.
forest. We asked around, and Apparently, the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in, we can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanic. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me.
Ghosts.
Oh,
Plants.
fine.
Oh.
The thief that stole our parts?
What the
It's
heck?
Team Rocket.
The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and we were all
It's
shocked.
Team Rocket.
By the time we came to our senses, the thief was
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
His face.
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
Yeah, let me go and talk to them. Oh my god, they're just there?
Let's move out.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also
nice
been robbed by
moustache.
that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
Really? You look tired. Mr. Moustache. This dude? Abdo. Oh. I don't know why I think by clicking at them I can talk to them. So weird.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Ugh. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab?
All I hear is cry, cry, cry. Should do something about this.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
I know, right?
We
If you know
have,
that it
but
comes.
it's too
How about you
agile
try
and
to
fast.
capture it?
However,
Lure it.
we did unexpectedly learn something the last time. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So instead of immediately moving its spoils, once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those.
Right. You guys are losers, that's what I'm saying.
Move out.
How are things? Did you make any
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their... If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the Mora you made.
True,
That would be the most... But it only goes after mechanical components.
Maybe it has a
doesn't
life
make any
of
sense.
itself.
Right. It's
So, you all found a way to...
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me. Oh, are you...
Under constant external
Yes,
conditions,
now you get it.
organisms rarely initiate changes in their habit. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observation. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and Sumpter Beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
We are professionals. And by we, she means the traveler.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, the goods were likely
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that.
Okay, we'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time.
Can I slash it?
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
I should be Tighnari, no?
Why'd it stop?
There's deep water.
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry.
Oh, feed it?
The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
Alright, it's moving.
Oh my god, it's fast as heck suddenly. Wow, it's got its energy back. Oh my god, chill down. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're fast as heck. Okay, go, go, go. Oh, this thingy.
Did you hear something?
Hello?
Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's
It looks strong. Be careful.
Well, it's fine. We can fight that. No worries.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
Our bond is strong.
Enshroud.
Easy.
Easy.
And final attack. Oh, never mind. I overdid it. I'm sorry. You're sorry.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the... I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. And
looks sad. Kind of looks evil as well.
you came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
Oh, well, you understand that, huh?
It reacted.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical...
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead...
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're...
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
Oh,
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical
It
components
seems to
and
understand,
purchase
to be
the
honest.
Sunti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Oh. Yeah. Don't trust that crap, to be honest. Oh. Those are the traps? Okay.
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us!
Surprise!
Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Don't worry about the price. They're on the house.
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some...
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
Why did you
But
want
those
them
parts
back
are
then?
very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass, I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present.
Noted. Thank you all ever so...
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
You know, I kind of like TIGHNARI's character. He's nice and a good guy and gentle and everything, but he's also very kind of like, you know, like strict and bossy. Like, I kind of like this. Oh, I fell through there.
Oh! Hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the...
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll...
Oh,
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication.
Understandable,
Traveler,
kind of.
Give me a hand.
how is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier. And he told her Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you.
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best, Master, Traveler, Paimon. Take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crap.
Let's go and find the crabby crab. It waited for us, no?
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the... Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered.
Oh dear, it was waiting patiently. It was just a cube instead.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper and I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidya forest to...
Can we not ride that crab instead?
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like... really...
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal?
I don't know, they're glowing.
This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose. but it is also known as the ley line lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is... Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
Picked! Thanks for showing me the place to pick this flower. Oh shoot.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines
I
sure
can
can
feel it.
cause a lot of damage.
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our
He's so
bodies
smart.
automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they...
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but she and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to... Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the... That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space.
I don't
I
ever
want to
see,
test
if I see
something.
this ever again, I don't want to kill them. They're kind of cute. To be honest.
Environment, no wind. Target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like
What's this?
a purification device that I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire...
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is at...
Something's approaching.
Oh my god, it's like a watchdog.
So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had... Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
It's fine, they're just crocodiles. They're gonna be gone quickly.
Into the wind.
What was that? Easy peasy.
Phew! That's all of them!
Oh no, you're friends, but they're evil, aren't they?
Hey! Where are you? Wait for... Let's hurry and keep up! The mechanical crab went that way! Let's keep up!
Help!
Why the fuck are you there?
Spare me.
Hey! Are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
I wanna get patched up by TIGHNARI as well. I mean,
Who are you all?
Don't worry, we took care of him!
Oh, good.
don't worry, he's a good guy.
It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
Chill.
Let me
Chill.
explain this. Krabby here, it heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me.
Oh, shut up, you.
What's inside the forest? It's all... I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died. I gotta get out of here. Be careful. These mechanical life forms are up to no wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms.
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village.
Bye, loser.
At that point, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to... So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
Like a dog.
It's so hard to
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanic, and also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why rather its owner, is collecting, it's getting late. So let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow.
Why? Stop, please. Thank you.
Keep up. Hey, over here.
Oh,
come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
You're saying that to yourself? Don't you look down on me like this, TIGHNARI! I mean, I kind of like the way you're talking to me, but, you know. Okay.
Let's set up camp here.
That was cool. Kinda, I don't know why.
It's a good spot.
Oh.
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us... Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
I had a very bad thought when he said that about the rainforest.
I'm not expecting that much. Just... That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, TIGHNARI? Paimon couldn't find any. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly...
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators.
Oh yeah, we have that in
My
real
guess
as
is
well.
that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. Oh, you found some already.
Aw, what a good little crab you are. It's more useful than Paimon. I know, like, can we swap Paimon for this mechanical crab, please? It's so resourceful.
Hey!
Hey!
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system.
Yes, very true.
I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, It might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our... It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the... Have a good night. Not too good, though.
This Tighnari, honestly, he is something else. Oh. A cute little tent.
Paimon's getting sleepy. It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together.
Tighnari's gone, no? Oh no, he's sitting in there.
Hmm? You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural until we fully understand the situation. Take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures... Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological lifeforms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals.
Wow.
Research on mechanical lifeforms was thus banned.
Yeah.
The irony is that
Good.
the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe this subject will be unbanned in a few years.
Well, yeah, if they don't experiment on animals.
That's a difficult... I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the act. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
Yeah, I get that.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, you're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to... The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
What a weird creature.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to...
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back here later.
What do I need to collect? I thought there were incenses for to sleep better.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines.
That's my book.
The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source.
Oh, the source of the contamination. I wonder. Oh no. I'm not gonna fight you.
As I thought. The closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Oh.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Ley line energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're
going in.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak
What the
by.
fuck? Oh, it's Tighnari
Take
and
care of
fire.
them
I was like, where's my castle hound too?
One with the forest.
Hallelujah. Let's go deeper. Is this machine in here?
What is this?
Yeah, no.
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the
factory.
consequences?
Probably.
The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if they're...
That's terrible. We have to stop it.
Destroy it.
Let Paimon see.
Just smash
Standing
it.
here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
Oh, what a hero.
You're also vulnerable. We're staying. We can't leave you here, but...
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
No. He knows where it is.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Time to go.
Oh, hello there. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Is that the culprit?
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn! Why aren't you saying
He's passed out himself.
too ashamed?
His body is cold.
Oh, is he dead?
It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and...
He's dead. Oh, that's
almost
his
forgot
master.
about you. Here.
What is it doing?
No, he did it for his master, no?
Sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can...
I bet he couldn't handle it himself.
Wow.
But it's nice in here. Yeah, it's nice in here, isn't it?
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it...
Tape?
Yes,
2 years
the
ago.
Spantama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates them. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see...
Come on, what?
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Karkata? Karkata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone?
Oh, is that the crab? Arcata?
There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Karkata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Karkata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being.
Hey, it's not boring.
It's fine. You will understand.
Does understand.
Karkata is the mechanical, and that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the academia.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
Well, I guess you
He
can
is, but academic
be a
progression
junior,
isn't tied
right?
to age.
I wanted to say
I finished
that.
my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their...
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Oh, bless him. Oh, he's so cute.
The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Look! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see.
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my...
Now he can do it now.
All right. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the gang. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in... Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw it. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Good question.
Time to go.
Following the serial numbers, the writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of... There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot.
Maybe Karkata helped him with some...
It's hard to say. These...
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command. And that is a very dangerous thing. And today, I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have, I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I'm not talking about anything cheerful. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities. But I've never... You are my finest success. But even you can't understand me. All you can do is... Karkata. I wish you could... Yes, you cannot understand. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life... This is... If I place another 2 control modules here... Of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our... Strange. Oh no, I have to shut down the... Shut it off! If we let them recharge indefinitely... Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor. In the end, it's just like the Academia said. Mechanical life form. I'm sorry, Karkata.
Hey, it's not his fault.
In the end.
You just ran out of time.
I see. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata...
Because Karkata is different from structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the Academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, Karkata can't speak.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, first, let's find the control unit for the ley line
Wait, this one? Ah, my TIGHNARI. Oh, what the fuck?
More of this transparent flooring.
Oh, what the heck?
It feels like a maze.
I was thinking I would fall through it there, what the fuck? Oh, that's trippy.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Yeah, we are jumping down. Oh my god.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also... Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about...
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. No. No, he's so cute. Oh my god. God. He didn't take them for himself. He's trying to repair him. No.
Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will...
Karkata is unable to understand the... However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned. And it's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But...
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata, can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time.
Yes.
Nor has it. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on. I'm going to
Can I
confirm
adopt
that the
him?
ley line extractor has shut. Let them be alone.
Sad. That is so sad.
Let's move out.
The ley line extractor has seen traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been moving on. Those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers. According to the academia's policies, research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of
Nah,
things
he's
here.
not gonna do that.
Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Listen, the traveler hasn't rested. Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep.
Pretty sure he will let him go.
Don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about...
Alright. Then...
For sure. Yeah. 100%.